Southern California's album Alternative is FM 101.9. We have made the transition into our live music room. We call it the Music Hall, and very happy to have my guests this afternoon. We have another life together, sort of.
In a previous life, we knew each other.
When I was in Philadelphia at the WXPN for the last 15 years up until this past year, these guys were in Wilmington, Delaware, which is literally 45 minutes from Philly, and got their start and were playing clubs, and I was so arrogant, not paying attention. Their manager was bugging me, and I'm like, I'm going to L.A., dudes. I'm out of here.
Hunted you down in L.A.
They're now on A&M Records, and they're happening. And I tell you what, they have a song out right now that is one of my favorite songs, and you may not have heard it before. You may have. We played it a bit, but it's a great song. And they're a great band, and they're going to play it for you. I hope you're going to do the Day That Came and Went right now.
Yes.
Okay. Caulfields are in town for a show tonight with Delamitri, and let's hear the day they came and went.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I don't remember much about you. Well, I was barely 7 when Mom came home without you, but I knew right then life was changing fast. I don't know why I remember these things. Your pipe tobacco and the pinch of a bee sting entwined together in a memory long past. As the years go by, I remember the moments, the sound of your voice, your particular sin. Sometimes I eulogize, I mythologize. Scenes cut from a day, scenes cut from a day that came and went, the day that came and went. Whenever dusk falls in April or May, I feel like I'm back in the yard where I played, and it feels like the day I knew you'd gone away. They never let me say goodbye to you. They thought I was too young and wouldn't know what to do, but I'm telling you right now, that was their mistake. As the years go by, I remember the moments, the sound of your voice, your particular sin. Sometimes I eulogize, I mythologize. Scenes cut from a day, scenes cut from a day that came and went. Oh, why did you leave me? Why did you go right then? Did you know somehow that I'd never be what I am? If you were here to guide my hand to this day. As the years go by, I remember the moments, the sound of your voice, your particular sin. Sometimes I eulogize, I mythologize. Scenes cut from a day, scenes cut from a day, scenes cut from a day that came and went, the day that came and went, the day that came and went, the day that came and went away, the day that came and went, the day that came and went away.
The Caulfields in the Music Hall at FM 101.9. John and Sam and Richie and Mike been in town. This is the second time for you, or third?
Third time in LA.
time.
You were at Dragonfly last time.
Yeah, we were Dragonfly last time, the Troubadour prior to that,
And
tonight at the House of Blues.
The House of Blues.
Yes. We're very excited.
These guys are beaming.
We've even got our House of Blues musician cards now because we're veterans of
The
it.
food is really good.
Yeah.
No question about it. I come from, I guess, on the surface of it would be described as a functional family. You know, my parents stayed together, until my dad died. That song is about, I guess, your parents breaking up. Is it?
Well, it's actually about my father passing away when I was 7 years old.
Oh.
So it's, really a personal song to me. It kind of took me a long time to sort of come to grips with the whole thing, Like I said, he died when I was 7. I didn't write that song till I was well into my 20s. And I think a lot of it had to do with the fact that I guess out of a sense of trying to protect me, the rest of my family didn't really want me to go to the funeral at the time. And it really kind of affected me for a long time. So in writing the song finally, I really felt like I had sort of come to grips with it in a little bit of way, and it's really kind of a catharsis for me every time we get to play it.
Do you feel joy when you play the song? Or?
I wouldn't say I feel joy, but I feel like I've come to grips a little bit every time we play it a little more, because a lot of people seem to be able to relate to it on whether they've lost a parent themselves. I think everyone has the fear of losing their parents. So I think, a lot of people come up to me and they relate to it on that level. So
it's a powerful song.
Thanks.
I know you don't try to sound like Joe Jackson when you sing.
Oh, yes, I do. I actually had his voice,
So,
through my brain.
And there was, I remember when after REM broke, there were all these bands that, everybody would, the critics would say, oh, they sound exactly like REM, and the band would dispute it. They would deny it. We don't sound anything like REM. In fact, I was in a band that sounded like REM, supposedly.
Yeah,
And we were like, we don't sound anything like. How do you deal with that? Is it something you face, you take seriously?
The Joe Jackson thing?
Yeah, the Joe Jackson thing.
It's, since, I know in my heart it's not really something I intentionally do. It doesn't bother me because Joe Jackson is an artist that we all really respect. And, if the sound of my voice happens to sound like his, what am I going to do?
But you listen to a lot of Joe Jackson.
Well,
or no?
I listened to some, I wouldn't say I was a fanatic Joe Jackson fan, but, I had Look Sharp on 10-inch, so I guess that counts for something.
We're with the Caulfields in town for a show tonight, House of Blues. Another tune?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to do Devil's Diary.
Cool.
Here we go.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Here in Hell's Hammer, just thinking of deviltry, planning white panics, a hat that's so old. I'd rather write about her in my diary. Could she be mine without selling her soul? Dirty deeds from a demon seed don't excite me anymore. Is there one girl, just one girl who says I'm bigger than Jesus now? And I love her, I'm bigger than Jesus now. Up above her, I'm stage diving off the church of the holier than thou. Oh, I'm bigger than Jesus now. Well, he's got his uptight white virginal followers. I've got these metal chicks dumber than rock. Dated one once, but I hated the music, and all her ex-boyfriends were there on the bus. It's never good to be understood by a girl in acid wash. And God only knows what it is that I really want. I guess I could ask, but he's not the best confidant. Puts me down in the biblical sense in this basement apartment with hell to pay rent. But there's one girl, just one girl who says I'm bigger than Jesus now. And I love her, I'm bigger than Jesus now. Up above her, I'm stage diving off the church of the holier than thou. Oh, I'm bigger than Jesus Well, there's one girl, just one girl who says I'm bigger than Jesus now, and I love her. I'm bigger than Jesus now. Up above her, I'm stage diving off the church of the holier than thou. Oh, I'm bigger than Jesus now. Oh, I'm bigger than Jesus now.
Caulfields, FM 101.9 Music Hall. I saw your guys' Dragonfly show. It was great.
Thank you.
But I hate to burst your bubble. I think you sound better acoustic.
Really? You know,
We'll take it.
we have a lot of fun doing this.
It sounds good. And look who's here.
Hey!
Just kidding. Let's pop to
Funny
make sure we
seeing
don't
you
get
here.
blown off the stage tonight.
It's Ian
Keeping
from
tabs
Delamitri. Delamitri. The show. Are you guys? Ian is the guitar player.
The other guitar player. I'm the other guitar player.
But you're also one of the original members of the band.
Yeah, I
along
mean
with
Justin and I write a lot of the songs together also. Justin would be here today, but he has to rest his his voice. He's very fragile.
And
Particularly this morning after a party weekend. That's not even the weekend. Midweek party in Laguna Beach.
are you Delamitri? You guys have a hit single now.
Yeah, bizarrely we do. It's quite strange. A pop hit.
How did it happen?
That's a very good question. I don't know. We sort of wrote this little sort of Beatles pastiche kind of song and stuck it on the album for a laugh, and suddenly all you guys at radio stations started playing it. I don't know.
Delamitri's going to be big. Flash. How long has it been? When was
Delamitri's
it
going to be big.
when
Well,
was
the first Delamitri's going to be big Flash was probably about 10 years ago.
I know. That's going to.
So
Well, this is the
either
real
people
thing.
had a lot of foresight or there's been a lot of bullshit going on for 10 years.
we are proud of you, and I think it's great that you guys you're on MTV. You're now on Top 40 Radio, and Roll to Me is a great tune. And Ruben, if you can find. Ruben? I'm listening. Okay, I want to find Roll to Me from the Twisted Delamitri album because we want to play that.
Well, I think the true measure of fame in America now is appearing on The Simpsons, being animated into The Simpsons. I think until you've been animated into The Simpsons, you can't really count yourself as famous.
I
in
had
this
no
country
idea
now.
that. I had no idea that actually happened. Did you guys do what we talked about before? Can you do anything?
We can't play Roll to Me.
We can butcher one of their
Oh,
songs.
no,
Do it. Come on, do
Hey,
it.
let's
No, if you
do,
do that, I'm leaving. I'm having nothing to do.
Come on,
with it.
Ian's
He's
gonna
washing
sing
his
it.
hands
I
of
don't
it.
even know the lyrics to these songs. Justin.
Come on.
No. I'm sorry. It's a point blank no.
All right then. Come on.
He is utterly refused.
I want to hear I want to hear the beginning of the song, please.
Oh, well, we can do that.
I know the
riff
Caulfields
that
aren't too
we're-
jaded to
Okay,
go with the
so-
flow here.
okay, so-
Unlike our friend Ian.
No, I don't
What the hell is this?
Sing it, Ian.
I can't even figure out what song this is.
It's
It's always the
obviously
last.
not
It's
doing
always
it
the
very
last
well. That's
no.
all we
Okay,
know.
all right. Well, anyway, the
He doesn't even.
Delamitri back in
about
town
that,
tonight. The Caulfields opening. I guess you guys are going to go on around 9ish.
Yeah, we're on at
and
9.
Delamitri at 10:30. Don't even know if their tickets still available. When the band gets big, sometimes their shows sell out, and everyone in LA wants to go and be on the guest list. But
Well, yeah, the guest list's pretty full, but there's quite a lot of tickets left, I would imagine.
all right, well, House of Blues this evening, and also with Coach House on Saturday. Is this Delamitri and Caulfields?
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
So,
Coach House is great. You can have your supper while you watch the band. It's great fun.
Dinner and a show.
we'll have a good time tonight. And look, thanks for coming in. And we'll
Thanks for
catch
having
on the flip side. Here's "Roll to Me," the big hit single by Delamitri.